Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Freeland football and basketball's Tristan Comer. How are you, bud?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. So let's recap this past football season. Another good year for you guys. Obviously, not the way you wanted it to end, but it was still a pretty good season for Freeland.
Yeah, it was great getting to play with my guys one last time. I grew up playing with them, so it was a lot of fun.
Tristan, just to remind everybody, how long have you played football?
I've been playing football, I think tackle football since fourth grade, and then I think I played 2 years of flag football before that.
Okay. I know obviously growing up playing, and grow up and watching Freeland play football, and then obviously now getting to be a part of it. What has what has it been like uh, to to be a Falcon and just play out there?
It's been great. Coach Townsend, and the rest of the football staff have built a really great program, full of really great kids. So to be able to be a part of that and someone that they want to represent the program really means a lot.
What was the biggest thing that you really improved at in your game this season?
This season, I'd say it'd be my pad level. Last year, I kind of was like a tight end coming off the ball, and I wanted to fire off and get downfield and kind of into like a sprint. This year, I got to focus more on pounding my insteps and hand placement and breaking down when I was locking up and moving people.
Yeah. So I got to ask you, I know this is you're gonna have to think back on this one. What was the most memorable moment from your Freeland football career during your high school years?
It would have to be my fumble recovery for a touchdown on homecoming night.
Was that this year?
Yeah, yeah.
What was
It
that
was
like? What was that like for you?
it was amazing. I had just won homecoming king, and all my guys were hyping me up on the sideline, and then we went out, and um, I think it was Cooper or King Cooper who laid the guy out, and I was just in the right place at the right time, and everybody was jumping all over me, and that was a lot of fun.
Did you ever think you'd be I mean, the big guy scoring the touchdown's always fun, but did you ever think you'd be homecoming king?
Um, Not really. I mean, everybody has known me just because uh, I've been posting on Instagram for forever, but um, I don't really hang out with a bunch of people outside of school, so I figured that they'd vote for some of those guys instead, but I'm very grateful that they were able to give me the opportunity to represent them.
Absolutely. Um, so going into this season, I know there were a lot of things you wanted to do, and what was after this season and this career, I mean, what has it been like for you? Just I know you just answered this question earlier, but what has it meant to you to be, and obviously being a part of the team, but just a part of the Freeland community and just going to Freeland.
Um, it's meant a lot to me. I can't say I meet too many bad people around Freeland. Everybody wants to help each other. They just kind of want to see what's best for each other. Um, for example, right now in the school, our student council and Be the Change are trying to make like a giant student information board to just kind of inform students about each other's achievements and upcoming events and things like that. And our faculty have been extremely helpful in that process.
Absolutely. I know speaking of achievements of a lot of things at Freeland, of course, I know you've gotten to do some pretty big things, especially this year. And I know I can tell by the shirt you're wearing. Obviously, I think most people know that where you're heading next. We'll get into that in a minute, but let me ask you this. What does football mean to you? I know I like to ask this among a lot of seniors when their high school careers are done. So what does football mean to you, Tristan?
Football is a huge part of my life, and I enjoy every second of it. Um, win or lose, I have never played a game where I didn't have fun. It's just a great game where you can go out and you can be physical and dominating, and at the same time be able to use your wits and your skill to try and overpower the guy across the line from you. And I just think that a sport like that kind of has a certain beauty to it, you know?
Yeah. Um, okay, so heading into this year, I know that I knew that football, a lot of people knew that football was not done for you. Obviously, you are heading to Michigan State to continue your football career. Um, what made you decide that you wanted to become a Spartan?
Um, I guess a more appropriate question would be what wouldn't make me want to go there? Just because everything is amazing. The coaches are great. The people that you meet there are great. Everybody on the staff is friendly. The players are nice. Um, everybody works hard. Their facilities are amazing. Their nutrition staff, their weight training, the dorms are great. I mean, I could go on and on here, but just everything about Michigan State felt like home.
Yeah. Were you always a state fan growing up?
Yeah, my household's been a state family as long as I can remember.
So, I mean, what does it mean to you to know that you're going to the school that you've always grew up rooting for? And I know that's a big deal to a lot of people.
Yeah, like you said, it's every kid's dream to go play for their favorite team, and I'm very blessed and very thankful that I get the opportunity to go do that.
And one more thing on that, I know we've talked about this. I think Coach Townsend has said this multiple times, but to have someone like yourself going to a Big Ten school um, coming from Freeland, that speaks wonders that the Freeland football program is doing something right. And obviously, it was when Sam went to when Sam was went to Harvard a couple years ago. But what does it mean to have someone go into a Power Five school, coming from maybe an unlikely place like Freeland, but I know that there's a lot of coaches that always it gives a lot of attention to Freeland.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be great for the program. It definitely shows some of our younger guys that if you work hard and you're able to put forth the effort, that you can go and you can accomplish your dreams. Uh, it means the world to me that I get to represent Freeland on that national stage. Um, and it means a lot to me because I'm one of the few people that gets that opportunity. Um, all the more spotlight is going to be on me and where I'm from and how I act, and I'm ready for that responsibility.
I mean, there's on a personal level, can you just if you go back to like the younger you and to see how far you've come, is it when you look back, is it just like, wow, I can't believe I came from all that and now look where I am?
I mean, that playing Big Ten football um, and college athletics has always been my goal.
Yeah.
Um, realistically, being a professional athlete has always been my goal. And being able to see that all my hard work from when I was a little kid all the way up until now has paid off, it means the world to me. And I'm so glad that I have been given the opportunity.
Yeah. Obviously, I know your time in I know the year's not done yet. I know you got a basketball season to get ready for. What's that like? Going to get ready to play one more basketball season for Freeland.
It's very emotional. I love the guys on my team. I love the coaches, and it's a bit more personal just because the team's smaller than a football team. And I mean, four of our guys have been on varsity for the last 3 years. Me and Wilson have been on it for four, and everybody else has been on it for two. So we're all going in with some experience and how things should be. So hopefully we can get rolling early.
Yeah. And the last thing is, what will you miss most about, just high school football overall?
Um, Probably the people. I mean, I when I go and play football at the next level, I'm gonna have all of the different aspects and might maybe even more of the skill and the speed and kind of the regiment that goes along with it. But every year you have to play with a different set of guys, and I'm never going to be able to play with the same set of guys that I played with here. And it's just such a great group of guys that really hits hard for me.
Yeah. All right. Well, Tristan, thanks so much for coming on once again. Congrats on a great year. Congrats on your, I know obviously you'll be making the Michigan State commit official coming up in a few weeks.
Yes, sir.
Um, what's that going to mean to you to officially put pen to paper when early signing day rolls around?
I know that personally it'll feel amazing for me. Um, I mean, that act of signing the paper is the end of my journey, trying to get into college athletics and the start of a whole new one, um, on my way to the NFL.
All right. Well, Tristan, thank you so much for the time as always, and congrats on a great football career. Good luck in the basketball season, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.